Hi friends, Sparkles. Hi friends. Gather around inside the Barbie dream house because today we are talking about something absolutely life-changing. Think rich. Live rich Barbie style. This is not just about money. This is about becoming the kind of woman whose energy is so abundant, so confident, so radiant, that opportunities seem to appear wherever she goes. This is about building a rich mind, a rich heart, a rich vision, and a rich future. Barbie has learned something important during all her adventures. Every glamorous dream house, every sparkling pink convertible, every successful career, and every beautiful achievement started as a thought. Long before something becomes real, it first exists inside the imagination. The world often teaches women to think small, to play safe, to lower their expectations, and to settle for less than they deserve. Barbie refuses to accept that story. She knows that a woman who thinks rich creates possibilities where others see obstacles. When Barbie walks into a room, she does not wait for permission to shine. She carries herself like a woman who already belongs in every room she enters. That confidence is not arrogance. It is self-respect. You must understand something powerful. The wealthiest place in the world is not a bank. It is the human mind. Every invention, every business, every empire, every success story was once nothing more than an idea inside someone's imagination. Your mind is like a giant Barbie dream house under construction. Every thought is a brick. Every belief is a wall. Every decision is a room. The life you experience tomorrow is being built by the thoughts you choose today. A rich-thinking woman does not spend her days obsessing over what she lacks. She focuses on what she can create. She understands that abundance begins long before money arrives. She understands that confidence arrives before success. She understands that action arrives before results. Barbie never spends her time staring at closed doors. She is too busy building new ones. Many women wait until they feel ready before they start pursuing their dreams. Barbie knows that readiness is often created through action. The pink convertible never reaches the destination by sitting in the garage. The same is true for your dreams. Every day that you delay your goals because you are waiting for the perfect moment is another day your future remains parked instead of moving forward. Think about the women who inspire you. They were not born with unlimited confidence. They developed confidence. They practiced confidence. They chose confidence. Confidence is not something magical that falls from the sky. It is a muscle that grows stronger every time you decide to trust yourself. Barbie understands that rich thinking requires rich language. A woman who constantly says, "I can't," builds invisible walls around her future. A woman who says, "I will find a way," begins creating pathways toward opportunity. Words are like architects. They design the structure of your reality. The conversation you have with yourself every day is shaping the woman you become. That is why Barbie speaks to herself with encouragement, belief, and possibility. She does not insult herself. She does not constantly criticize herself. She does not become her own enemy. Instead, she becomes her own greatest supporter. Imagine treating yourself the way Barbie treats her best friends. Imagine encouraging yourself instead of doubting yourself. Imagine celebrating your progress instead of focusing only on your imperfections. That shift alone can transform your life. A rich-thinking woman understands that comparison is one of the fastest ways to become emotionally poor. Flowers do not compete with each other. Diamonds do not compete with pearls. Sunsets do not compete with rainbows. Each one shines in its own unique way. The same is true for Vose. Your journey was never meant to look exactly like someone else's. Your purpose has its own timing. Your success has its own path. Your story has its own beauty. Barbie knows that abundance grows where gratitude lives. When you focus only on what is missing, life feels smaller. When you appreciate what already exists, life begins to expand. Gratitude is like opening the curtains inside your dream house and allowing sunlight to enter every room. Suddenly, everything feels brighter. Suddenly, possibilities become easier to see. Suddenly, hope feels stronger. A rich thinking woman also protects her energy. Not everyone deserves access to your dreams. Not everyone deserves access to your peace. Not everyone deserves access to your confidence. Barbie does not hand the keys of her dream house to people who constantly criticize her vision. She surrounds herself with people who inspire growth, encouragement, and possibility. Energy is contagious. Spend enough time around negativity, and your dreams begin to shrink. Spend enough time around positivity, and your vision begins to expand. Think rich. Speak rich. Act rich. Not necessarily rich in money. Rich in courage. Rich in discipline. Rich in self-respect. Rich in faith. Rich in determination. Because those qualities often become the foundation upon which financial success is eventually built. Barbie understands that opportunities often wear disguises. Sometimes opportunity looks like hard work. Sometimes opportunity looks like a challenge. Sometimes opportunity looks like a difficult lesson. Many people miss extraordinary opportunities because they're expecting everything to arrive wrapped in a perfect pink bow. Growth rarely works that way. Diamonds are formed under pressure. Pearls are formed through irritation. Strong women are formed through challenges. The woman you are becoming is often hidden inside the obstacles you are facing today. A rich mindset does not ask, "Why is this happening to me?" A rich mindset asks, "What can I learn from this?" That simple shift changes everything. Barbie never allows temporary setbacks to become permanent identities. A bad day does not mean a bad life. A mistake does not mean failure. A rejection does not mean worthlessness. A delay does not mean defeat. Sometimes life is simply preparing something bigger than what Vose can currently see. Think about a Barbie fashion designer creating a masterpiece. She does not throw away the entire dress because one stitch was imperfect. She adjusts it, improves it, refines it, then continues creating. You must do the same with your life. Keep creating, keep improving, keep moving forward. Rich women understand the power of consistency. Tiny actions repeated daily eventually create extraordinary results. One healthy choice, one courageous decision, one positive thought, one new skill, one small improvement, day after day, week after week, month after month, until one day people call your success overnight. Even though you know it was years in the making, Barbie understands that your future is listening to the decisions you make today. Every choice is a vote for the woman Vose are becoming. Every habit is shaping your destiny. Every thought is building your reality. Every action is writing a chapter of your story. That is why Barbie chooses her thoughts carefully. She chooses her habits carefully. She chooses her environment carefully. She chooses her dreams carefully. Because she knows that success is rarely accidental. Success is often intentional. Think rich enough to believe you deserve beautiful things. Think rich enough to believe your goals matter. Think rich enough to believe your voice matters. Think rich enough to believe your presence matters. Think rich enough to believe your future can become extraordinary. Stop shrinking yourself to fit into places that were never designed for your greatness. Stop apologizing for having ambitions. Stop feeling guilty for wanting more from life. You were not created to live a small story. You were created to build a magnificent dream house of possibilities. You were created to inspire. You were created to grow. You were created to shine. You were created to become more than you are today. The richest woman in the room is not always the one with the most money. Often, it is the woman with the strongest vision, the strongest confidence, the strongest discipline, the strongest belief in what is possible. Barbie has discovered that life tends to reward the women who refuse to stop believing in themselves. Not immediately, not always easily, but eventually. The woman who continues showing up eventually becomes unstoppable. The woman who keeps learning eventually becomes powerful. The woman who keeps believing eventually becomes extraordinary. So today, as you look at your future, do not think like someone trapped by limitations. Think like Barbie standing on the balcony of her dream house, looking at an endless horizon filled with possibilities. Think bigger. Dream bigger, act bigger, believe bigger, because the moment Vose begins to think rich, your entire world begins to expand. And when your mindset becomes abundant, your life gradually starts reflecting that abundance. Remember this, friends, the greatest luxury Barbie has ever owned was never a dream house, a convertible, or a glamorous wardrobe. The greatest luxury was always the belief that tomorrow could be even more beautiful than today. And that same luxury belongs to Vose. Think rich, live rich, dream rich, grow rich, love rich, shine rich, and build a life so extraordinary that every room of your personal dream house becomes a reflection of the powerful, confident, abundant woman you chose to become. Sparkles.